Hi, my name's Josie, and I am a trans woman. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I have decided to make a video response to Blaire White. Um, Blaire, I've watched your videos for a long time. I've seen a lot of your earliest videos where you open up about yourself and your views, and I saw some of your transmutations of how you felt about things, and pretty inspiring. You definitely have a large following that continued to develop as you opened up about yourself, and you are to be commended for that. Not a lot of people in our community can find the grace and the self-empowerment to do what you do. Now, with that being said, and as much admiration as I have for you for taking your moment and turning it into a platform, I have to address something. You are taking your platform and you're turning it over to murderers. Your platform is something that you're handing to people that don't want us to exist. In fact, the leader that you so strongly support and that you say will give this country back to the people, he is ripping our own existence from underneath our feet. You seem to think that we're in the golden age of America, as he proclaims. However, you don't take time to think about the fact that you're leading people down a road to their own possible destruction. People in this community may be a little more sensitive than other people on some matters. Everyone's sensitive on some matters in their life. Some people are sensitive about their hair. Some people are sensitive about their height. Some people are sensitive about where they live. Some people are sensitive about the kind of car they drive. Some people are sensitive about how many kids they have or don't have. Some people are sensitive about their partners or their job. Other people are sensitive about the fact that maybe they feel that their whole life had to be transformed in order to meet any notion of who they felt that they were inside. Maybe they're not trying to be pushy, overbearing, unilateral members of society like you claim they are. Maybe they're just trying to be themselves. And maybe you should give an ounce of breathing space to other people whose trans story might not have been quite like yours. You and I are both, I would say, at least somewhat European in background, as it appears. You have some privilege. You need to recognize that privilege. That privilege means that you have a certain fan base that if you had a different skin color or a different national background, it might not follow you. I'm not saying all members, obviously. There are many members of the right who are of different creeds, different colors, different faiths. I myself am Christian, too. Which makes it all more beg the question to me of why you don't seem to show mercy and kindness and grace, as is what is called for by our God in the Beatitudes. You live in the Old Testament. However, the Old Testament just tells us not to put on women's garments. If we were only following the Old Testament, you and I would have been stoned to death before we'd even had a chance to have a YouTube video or any kind of conversation. Instead, Jesus chose to incarnate himself as a man, and he decided to come to the earth and to empower all of us with forgiveness. Blaire, I'm just urging you, however you want to look at it, biological male to biological male, trans woman to trans woman, just think a little bit more when you're about to post, when you're about to say something, when you're about to promote a sponsor, when you're about to announce a new facet of your website or of your social media content. Think about how it's going to affect other people. The message I want to portray to the world is that we need to be there for each other in all interactions. I'm not making this out of malice. I'm making this out of the hope that you'll maybe one day listen, and others might listen too. With all that said, I do appreciate your giving visibility to yourself and others, and to at least allowing the trans community to not be some completely foreign object to members on the right. Again, I hope we can have further conversation and that you and I could maybe engage in other videos. I would like to hear back from you, and I open to any response. Thank you.